Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here again at ICP, seeing what's going on here. We're still in this descending trend, so it's pretty safe to presume that it's not a great condition to take a trade. But we do want to look for areas of invalidation and potential considerations for recovery or possibly even just short this bad boy down to the ground, right? Because again, it's a lot of liquidation below the price action, but we're starting to come across that really strong support range. A lot of reasons why the price should recover, but let's just not be naive and double check everything first. So again, if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below, like, subscribe, and follow. Greatly appreciate that. Before we get moving forward, let's take a look at the liquidation. We can see $12.34. Heavy concentration liquidation there. Just as heavy as this upwards of $16. So which one are we closer to right now, folks? Well, we're much closer to 12 and some change, that 1240 range. So there's a solid chance we could see one more candle wick down to destroy any potential longs, including ours, and the price just recovers away. Okay, so again, that's very common, very standard stuff here. But once more, if you've taken my advice, you got low position size, low leverage, shouldn't be a massive concern for you. We played our cards very safe with this trade. So again, if it's not working out, that's okay, folks. It's quite all right. But the thing is, you got to learn from it too. And what potentially happened here? Well, we had a lot of invalidations that occurred. So if we take a look at the moving averages, we can see we broke below the 20 and the 50. That would be probably sign number one that, hey, the price action is moving in the opposite direction, not really looking the way that we want it to, okay? We do look at the daily time frame too. We are kind of maintaining this sub 50 RSI. It's never a great sign, but just like Bitcoin right now, we're starting to see money flow index increase. This is interesting because we have low volume in general, and yet our money flow index is increasing. How has that happened? Well, it's because market or price action has been so abysmal for the last week that today looks like a good day when it's still really not. Okay, so try not to get lulled into this false positives here. MACD is diverging too. There's a lot of reasons why a long position is fairly risky, but we do also have previous supports and or resistance levels at that 1275, which is proven to hold fairly strong right now. We do zoom out as well. We can kind of see if we look at our point of control. Wait for this to pull up here for us. We have a heavy concentration right there. What do you know? Right there where the price action's at, between 1250 and 1360. So everyone feels like this $12.5 to $13.5 is a very good value. That gives us more support and in turn potential for less potential for that liquidity sweep. So again, there's consolation if you're one of those persons that really needs that. Take a look here at the moving averages. We can double check. We're still below all moving averages in the 4-hour. MACD converging, or stochastic is converging rather. We can see RSI and money flow index all bounced off that perfect sweet spot at 30/20. So these are all normal situations here. When the price action pulls back the way that it has for so long, we're massively overextended for the second time in a row since April 20th. So we're talking about 7 days worth of just bearish straight divergence. Okay, it has to come to an end at some point. So we're seeing that relief rally, so to speak. It just has to be enough to break this descending trend. Okay, again, this descending trend has been broken a few times, so it's not like a line in the sand per se, but we got to be above at least the 20 or the 50-day simple moving average. Okay. Furthermore, too, obviously in the hourly, we want to confirm that we're going to be back up above the cloud, which is running fairly concurrent with this trend line too. That's why it's still important. So to me personally, if in 24 hours we can be at 1325 or higher, I'd feel more comfortable taking along. Okay. If it can't quite reach that, we can't break through that, so then there's a solid chance that we're going to see that shift in momentum. Speaking of shifts, in order to identify a shift in momentum when you see these lower lows and lower highs, the ways in which that transitions, and I cover this in my trading university as well, is establishing range-bound activity. So if we can break through this range, or keep in this range, and then inevitably retest it as with a bullish back test, retest that most recent high, which right now is roughly $13.10, then we get a good chance of creating higher highs and higher lows. So that's when I like to consider taking long positions, is once you retest a more recent high or a recent low if you're going to the downside. In this case, we're more likely to see the price recover just because it's been bleeding out for a full week. Okay, so either way, hope that made sense. I described that correctly. Thank you so much again for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Deeply appreciate that. And again, if you haven't already, jump on over to Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. Highly recommend using them. They have been great to our community, and you get some nice rewards too if you use my link to register. But more important too, you also there's no KYC or VPN required. Okay. Speaking of which, I'm also bringing some other exchanges to the community here soon. I've got 2 partnerships that I'm working with just to give you more options as well. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be available in our Discord and the comments here soon. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you soon. Take care.